help your real estate business. All right, let's get to it. So we both agree that most real estate sales are actually based on trust, and that's exactly why we built Rectangle. Rectangle is designed to position every real estate company that uses this technology as a trustworthy organization, as an organization that does not, mind to be transparent, as an organization that prioritizes customer service, that prioritizes transparency and trust, making sure the customer knows exactly what they are getting into. And in the process, this leads to an increase in sales. So Rectangle is designed to help real estate companies to increase their sales in three major aspects. Number one is to simplify the sales process. That's number one, simplification of the sales process. Number two, increase in sales. Number three, management of every sales related operations. So those are the three things that Rectangle helps with: increasing sales, simplifying the sales process, and management of everything that has to do with sales, every sales related operations. So let's go into how Rectangle does this. I'm going to take it one after the other. Number one, which is the simplification of the sales process. So Rectangle actually uses what is called the satellite imagery technology to create a digital layout, or rather a digital representation of the layout, in such a way that the client can now see exactly what they are paying for, the landmarks and everything that is available on the estates that you are buying. So let me show you exactly what that looks like. So take for example, right, you are a real estate company, right, and your estate has been digitized, or you want us to digitize your estate, right? Then you have something that looks exactly like this, for example. Yeah, something that is exactly like this. So this is a digital representation from one of the companies on our platform called Alpha Nobis, for example, right? And this is a layout. Now with these layouts, that means that these links can be sent to any client, and they can come down here, right? They can switch to a street view to see the landmarks that are available in that particular estate. They can also switch back to a satellite view to see how the environment looks like. Now, once that is done, you're able to also see that, for example, here we have a major road right here, we have a community right here as well. So as a customer, I can also zoom in and go over the estates, the plots, one after the other. So what does that mean for me as a customer? So take for example, I'm interested in buying this plot, this B12 right here. I'm able to, on the top right corner, see the size of the plot. I'm able to click on the plot. I can read a little bit of information about it, and I can click on either make inquiries about the plot, or I can just reserve right here, which means I want to buy. And when I do that, I put in my information as a customer. I select a password, because while I'm doing this, the system is also creating an account for me as a customer. So let's say I put in a password, I put in my details, and then I accept terms and conditions. If I was referred by someone, I can put in my referral details as well, or I can just click on decline, or I can just click on no if I was not referred by someone. Then I click on submit. Now the moment I do this, what happens is that I wait for it to load. Now this is the next thing. Now immediately I can click on OK, or I can click on proceed to payment. Now what I'm doing by reservation is to declare my interest, right? So I can click on proceed to payment right here, and it brings out the invoice automatically. So I see how much I'm meant to pay. The system automatically calculates VAT for companies that want VAT to be added, right? And then the customer is able to see all those details. I can click on the pay now button, and that is where I will be able to see the payment information for the company, or if the company is integrating a payment gateway, I can also have that, right? And as a customer, I can easily make my payment. Now if I'm making a part payment, for example, for this property as well, that is also applicable. So this makes it easy for me as a customer. And the moment I do that, I'm able to log into my customer dashboard to view my my payment history, my payment details, and proceed to processing my documentation from for my asset as well. Now, if you notice that immediately that was done, this particular plot changed from green to yellow. Now that simply signifies that this particular plot has been reserved. Now on this layout right now, the red one stands for plots that have been sold, while the yellow one stands for plots that have been reserved or are in a process of purchase. So as the company now, we can come to our company dashboard right here and just come down to properties. We come down to estates and we come down to estates and we can look at the pending properties to see exactly which reservations are pending. So if you look over here, this is the reservation that we just made. Now, if we should approve this reservation right here, this particular plot changes from green, from yellow to red. If someone else were to come to a sold plot, it simply means the system simply wants them that this plot has either been sold or reserved. The same thing for this as well, either been sold or reserved. So that means that as a customer, it is possible for me to get instant allocation. That's the keyword, instant allocation. That means
Hello, everybody. How we do today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to this amazing session. Today is day 5. I think guys with me. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, very clearly.
All right, thank you for that. I needed a minute. I was sharing the link so we could have more people come on board. And please, let's just use 2 minutes, just 2 minutes to share the news. Today is weekend. Yes, a number of people are home while some people are out there, but let's try and get more people here. So please, let's share the news, share the link, share it with your friends that you want to gain knowledge. Don't just be the only one that want to get this knowledge. They say a circles that grows together end together. I don't know if that's the right way, but basically I know you get what I'm saying. Let's share the news so people can gain knowledge. If you're the only one learning real estate and closing deals, how do you expect your circles to grow with you? How do you expect to earn? How do you expect to work on collaborations, partner with people that are on the same level or even way more, higher level than you? So please, let's share the knowledge so that people can join in. Even though it's just 2 minutes, let's use 1 minute to just share the. Go on the group and type we're live. If you are here, go on the group and type now. So people are going to see people are engaging and they're going to join. Thank you. We appreciate that effort. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I hope we're able to catch, some of the amazing features and facilities and implementations that Rectangle can bring. Thank you. Let's also appreciate the Rectangle for this amazing session that you're hosting. They've been hosting for the past 5 days now. We've gained massive knowledge. I've been able to learn a number of things, add to my own knowledge from just joining this session. And it's quite amazing. So we appreciate Rectangle for that. And also, I also want to believe that we are able to not just come learn the real estate, we should also learn to know what Rectangle is doing, because they are doing an amazing thing in the real estate space. They're helping real estate, organizations digitalize their estates and also helping them facilitate sales. So I think Rectangle is an amazing real estate solution. It is not just a real estate organization, it's a real estate solution, because they are offering real estate solutions to multiple real estate organizations. So please, let's learn more about that and see how we can also seek ways how we can partner with Rectangle. So today is day 5 of the Rookie to Superstar Realtors Challenge or training that we'll be having for the next 14 days. We'll be having within 14 days, and today is day 5. And today we are going to be having our one and only 1 minute. Sorry, I don't know if I can you guys still hear me, please. I need to be sure.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so once again, I was saying today is day 5, and we are going to be having our one and only Coach Temi. Coach Temi is going to be taking us on objection handling and framework. I don't know if you were here the last session yesterday. He shed some lights about the art of real estate follow up, and I actually quite got a number of things. So please, I want us to pay attention today and also share. Once again, I also mentioned, let's share this session, share this group to other people so we can have more people. Yes, our numbers are rising. So please, I encourage us to keep sharing. So more people are going to gain knowledge with us. So not to take much of our time, let's just delve into it. Mr. Coach Temi, I don't know if you're here. Coach Temi, are you here? So
Yes, yes,
before I
I'm
read
here.
this
Thank
bill.
you.
Okay. So if this is your first time of joining in, a quick view about Coach Temi. Mr. Joe, I'm reading from your slide, please. My phone is hanging. So thank you so much, Mr. Joe. So if this is your first time listening, that you'll be listening to Coach Temi. Coach Temi is an amazing real estate coach. He's Mr. Temi Tokwe, also known as Coach Temi, in an accomplished brand and marketing strategist. He's an accomplished brand and marketing strategist, also a business coach with solid foundation in engineering and technology. He's a graduate of the University of Ibadan. He brings over half a decade of experience in marketing, successfully executing diverse business models across various industries. Powerful. With a deep understanding of business landscape across different sectors, Coach Temi has provided marketing services to more than 30 business across 3 continents. That's powerful. Driving visibility, growth, and sales. He's passionate about equipping young people with digital skills, having trained 100 in these areas, and that's why we are here to listen and gain massive knowledge from him. Currently, he serves as the director of X Magic Hub, a marketing and tech company, and X Magic Cleaning Services, which serve which has served a client base of over 200 in Ibadan. He's also a co-founder of a media brand, Insider Media. Coach Temi has undergone extensive businesses and leadership training and has collaborated with professionals from diverse backgrounds and industries. As an active member of the Junior Chamber of a global network of young leaders, this involvement showcases his commitment to leadership and community service. My bad. He's currently happily married. Currently, you hear the word currently. So, ladies, take notes, please. Don't come and distract our coach. He's happily married to the most beautiful and smartest lady in the world. Jesus. What about my own babe? But I can't argue. Thank you so much. That's so powerful. Are you seeing somebody's portfolio? So pay attention, please pay attention and gain massive knowledge from this amazing and incredible and insightful individual. Thank you so much, Coach Temi. Please, you have the floor.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Please give me a minute or two so I can share my slide. It's good to be back here again. Thank you so much. Um,
It's amazing to have you. Please let's react. Let's drop some clap, fire, bomb, everything you can drop on drop. Let's react. Let's react.
all right. All right. Good. Please confirm you can see my screen. Please
Yeah,
confirm.
absolutely, sir. We can.
All right. Good. So it's good to be back here. Like I mentioned yesterday, we had a very insightful discussion around selling, sales. So today we are back to discuss objection handling framework. And this is a very interesting topic, I must say, because it's one core part of selling that gets people off balance because you get questions you never planned for. You get reactions you never, look forward for. So this, I'm sure this is, to me, for me, this is very interesting for me because it's hands-on practical session. And I want to have, I need like 2 or 3 people to just get set for me so that once I say, can I have somebody do this for me? Just unmute your mic and you shoot. You get. All right. So very simple. This is a question I want us to answer, maybe rhetorically. Have you ever lost a sure sale? You know that this sale is so sure, not because the client didn't have the money, but because you didn't know what to say when they raised a simple objection. I can, or should I preempt that, or should I assume that we have all been in this situation? I've been on this board, on this table over and over again. You look at a client, you know that this client can afford to buy this product, but yet the person is not paying because he or she is asking a question that you do not have answers to. Or perhaps you have an answer, but the answer is not gelling. It's not really what the person was expecting to hear. So this is exactly what we're going to be ironing out today. So understanding objections, and I want my presentation to be very short because I need some of us to join me in facilitating this session. Understanding objections. These are types of, maybe not all, but some of the objections Nigerian realtors face most often. Number one is the money objection. Now, I need somebody to give me an objection that relates with money. What have you seen in the market that sounds like money objection? Can anybody help me? Just unmute and shoot.
I am
It's,
not interested.
it's too expensive.
Money, yeah, it is
I will
too
get back to you.
expensive. Someone is saying something. Can I have another one?
I will get back to you.
I will get back to you. All right, good. So I'm going to pick the it is too expensive because it's directly related to money. Once somebody says, okay, how much is the property? You say it is just 5 million naira, and the person say, wow, it is too expensive. Now that is a money objection. And we need to know what category the objection falls into so that we can know exactly how to handle the objection. Now let's go to trust. What could be a trust objection when it comes to real estate? Can somebody help me? Just
I am
unmute.
not interested.
No, see, I want you to consider the category we are looking at. Money objection, we said it is too expensive. Trust objection. What could be a trust objection in a real estate niche?
Yeah, someone said that he can't go to that area because he feels like there's too many bandits happening in that location.
Okay, that's trust objection. There's something I'm expecting someone to say that is very common, and I've not heard it.
Someone also said
I don't know
that
you guys. I've never heard of you before. Oh,
I didn't get that.
I've never heard of you people. I don't know you before.
Okay, I'm trying to pick that. But hey, somebody help me echo what the person is saying.
we couldn't even hear that. Okay, there's this one.
Okay,
Some
I said
popular one. Okay.
I've never heard of you before. I don't know you guys.
Okay, I don't know you guys before. Yes, please read that one you were trying to mention.
I will make my inquiries.
I will make my inquiries. So we are. I like the fact that we have encountered these objections before. That means they are not new to us. I've not heard of you before. I don't know you from anywhere. How am I sure that the property you are selling is not scam? Because we have heard of people getting scammed, especially when they buy a land or when they buy property and they didn't get documentation and all that. That's trust objection. Please note, we are going somewhere. Timing objection. Timing objection. Can somebody help me?
I'm not
Timing.
ready now.
I am not ready now. Good. I am not ready. This person, I really want to get what this person said, but your speaker is very.
Mr. Goshen Properties, maybe you should log out and log back in because you keep
Or you can
echoing when
type
you
so
try
that
to
somebody
speak.
can help us to read it out. So the timing
Oh, yes,
objection is
exactly.
saying that I am not ready now. Now, you let's look at it critically, because timing is different from money. That means the person saying I'm not ready now, the person is not saying I don't have the money. So sometimes, before I go forward, sometimes we take objection, we assume that when somebody says I am not ready now, the person is saying that I am not interested. We take trust objection for money objection. We take money objection for timing objection. So when we understand the category the objection falls into, we can now know the response to give. So if somebody says, I am not ready now, we cannot be saying that, do you think you can afford it? It is not about money. Just understand that the person has the money. For the fact that the person never said it is too expensive, that means to that person, it is not expensive. So we need to know what category the objection is falling under. That helps us to really know what to respond with. We're still going to get into that. So let's go into fear objection. What could be a fear objection in the real estate market? Or is my smiley
I
scaring
have
you?
been scammed before.
I have been scammed before, and that's a real world issue. It's something somebody has encountered, and it's possible that the person is not just man or making it up. The person might have been scammed before, and the idea or the thought of being scammed again could be very scary. So that is very real. You need to know exactly where that category. So if the person say I've been scammed before, that means it doesn't mean that the person could not buy it now. Doesn't mean that the person does not trust you, so to say. Doesn't mean that the person does not have the right timing to buy. It just means that the person is scared of what has happened to him or her before. Now the value objection. Can somebody help me with value objection?
Why should I buy a property for 20 million when I can use 20 million to buy 2 hectares in Ibadan?
Good, good. I think that came from an experience. All right, so we understand that there are, at least for this class, we have 5 types of objections that are very common to Nigeria realtors or real estate in Nigeria. Most likely all over the world, actually. We have the money objection. That speaks directly to money, how expensive the property is or the product is. We have the trust objection that speaks to whether or not they can trust you based on their experience in the market or based on their experience with other realtors. The timing objection speaks to the fact that this might not be the right time to buy property or to buy a product. Nonetheless, they have the money, perhaps they trust you, but the timing is just the issue. Fear objection is saying that I'm scared of dropping my money. And I want us to pause and think about it very well. The person is saying, I have the money, the timing is right, I trust you, but I'm just scared of dropping my money. That's fear objection. The fifth one is value. Wow, I like your property. I kind of trust you, but I have other options that might be more compelling or can give me better return than the one you are giving me. So, how can you convince me to go with your product and leave the other options I have? So, I just explain the types of objections we might have faced or we are going to face in the market, especially in the real estate niche. So, let's go forward. Now, I need us to pause at this point. The reality is that objections are often signs of interest. People rarely object to something they don't care about. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody came to you to buy a product and you just are not interested? So you didn't bother to even say maybe it's expensive or not. You just moved on. So that's exactly how objection works. Objections are often signs that the person is interested. So if I try to sell to Joe and he says it is too expensive, it means that he's actually interested, but the money is his issue. So if he says I'm not ready to buy now, he's interested, but the timing is the issue. If he says why should I buy a product when I can get another product that is much more, closer to my vicinity and all. Value is the problem. So let's zero this. This should be a mindset change for us. Objections are often signs of interest. People rarely object to something they do not care about. So let's go to the framework. I'm still working within my time. I have 20 minutes. Framework of objection handling. There are 4 steps I want to give us today. Some of us might have been even using these steps already, but this helps us to have a better perspective on how to arrange our steps or our framework to better deliver well for us. The first step is acknowledge. Now, at this point, what you do is simply to empathize with your client. Take, for instance, somebody says it is too expensive. Most times we want to argue with them or make them see that it is not expensive. When we are trying to do that, we are simply turning off our customers. Why? Because they have legit reasons why they said it is too expensive. And they are very, very correct. So we need to settle this at the back of our mind that these people are correct and they have genuine reasons for saying it is too expensive. So if somebody tells me, your property is too expensive, I would not say, no, it's not expensive. I would say, yes, I understand. I understand that the price could be an issue. I understand that you might feel that it's expensive. That's acknowledgement. We need to acknowledge them for whatsoever they say. Yes, I understand. So in sales objections, we train people to always have yes, I understand at the back of their mind, or as a handy tool for, or let's say a weapon for um, getting on the same ground. Yes, I understand. I understand. The second is clarification. So some people can say it is too expensive, not because they cannot afford it. Some people even object just for raising objection. There was a guy, I run a service, we run a cleaning service as part of our services. So he reached out. We also run a laundry service as part of our services. So he reached out, he asked, how much do you do this? I told him, and he said it's too expensive. And I said, okay, I understand it might be expensive, but the same guy could do it twice somewhere else. So we need to now clarify why they are saying it is too expensive. So we can ask questions like, I understand my fee is expensive. To understand your work, are you trying to compare or this property with another property? You explain what they are. That somebody says it's too expensive and the person is already. If you try to justify why it's expensive, you are sending another signal to them. Let's move to the next one. Respond. Now, responding in value is where our knowledge of product, testimonials, stories comes in. So when they give us reasons why they feel is expensive, the value attached to the product. You can say something like, okay, it is too expensive. I like using that because it's very common. It's what we get almost every day. Using something like, all right, most of our customers that ended up buying this property said exactly this. After they made the payment, they realized that the value attached to the product over 2 years, over 5 years, is much more than any other property they might have considered before. Now, you are bringing them to a point where you first help them to understand that some people had the same objection. Yes, they still bought. When they bought, they got better value on the same product compared to other ones they might have been considering. So that's responding with value. And the fourth one, which is the last one I'm going to give us today, is confirmation. That is, you have to confirm that you have answered their question. You have to confirm that they do not have any other objection. Now, one of my mentors used to say that the more objections you get, the closer you are to sale. The more objections you get, the closer you are to sales. Objections are the questions your objections are the questions you did not answer in your sales process. Before somebody could object to your product, you have told them about the product. So questions that you did not answer becomes objection. So there's something called sales presentation. Presentation is what is supposed to handle the objections before they even ask the objections. But if you didn't handle it in the sales presentation, they become objection. Now, when they become objection, we now have these 4 steps to clarify and also answer their questions with value. Then we now confirm if they have more questions, because the more questions they have, the better you can get them closer to getting, doing business with us or buying our product. So I want to create a scenario and I need 2 people. I need 2 people that can help me with this. So anti-objection is sometimes could be boring, but when we have role play, it could be very interesting. Please, I need 2 people to show interest in this. Can I have the 2 people, please? Anybody? Yes. Okay, Joe, one. Who is going to be? So Joe is going to be the
Present, sir.
real estate. Okay, good. So we have Joe as the real estate person, and we have sorry, I'm
Mo,
not
Mo.
Mo as the customer. So Mo, I need you to choose an objection. Choose a type of objection.
I'm ready, sir.
I need you to choose a type of objection.
Type of objection. I'm ready, sir.
Is it
Type
money?
of
Is it timing? What objection do you want to raise? Is it value?
value.
No, what's your problem? What's the
Value,
objection?
value, value. Sorry, sir. I
Good,
joined
good,
late,
good.
so I'm figuring it out, sir.
Good. Joe, all right, please. You are the real estate person, you are the real estate agent. So you are going to, Joe, you are going to present the property to Mo. Mo is going to raise a value objection. And from the 4 steps you have gone through, you are going to respond to him and we are going to watch you do it live. Are you set?
Yes, I am.
I'm set, sir.
All right, shoot.
Good evening, Mr. Mo.
Good evening, Mr. Joe.
Yes, my name is Joe. As you know, I'm calling from Go Realty. You showed interest in our property in Ibadan, in Lagos City. I don't know if you remember, sir, from our part.
I remember clearly, sir.
Okay, so the property is selling for, first of all, it's located by the road, is dry land, and it's close to the famous money accident station.
I'm
Right
sorry, I
for,
can't hear you clearly. Can you be more audible, please?
can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah, it's much better. Thank you. I'm with you.
Okay. Okay, so the property is close to the road, dry land, and also 10-15 minutes drive from the Monia train station. Then if you drive forward, you'll be going straight to University of Ibadan. So in future, if you decide to build hostel there, you know you will always have tenants year in, year out. So may I know why you are interested in buying this property, sir?
Actually, I think my main goal is to, get value for my money. But with the way I'm seeing the distance, you mentioned it's not far from the University of Ibadan. But Monia
Yes.
is quite far from University of Ibadan. Like, if you know Ibadan very well, Monia is
Yeah.
located along, what is the name? Like, close to Bodija. And, before you get to Monia, you get to touch Ojo. And Ojo is even
Yes.
still way far to Monia before,
Yeah.
So UI to Monia is kind of a bit distant. So the it's not really like fear, it's more like doubt. I'm not really scared of buying land, but I'm doubting the value you are selling to me. I don't know if you get my
O-
point.
Okay. So the closeness to UI that I mentioned was just one of the examples. You could still say 30, 45 minutes drive if the road is free to take it to UI. However, there are still various other uses for the property if you're acquiring. That's why I would like to know what's the purpose of you buying the land, sir?
Um, Basically land banking, or probably maybe something that can be flippable in the very near future. I don't want to buy something where I'll have to wait for a decade before I'll be able to make use of it. I want something that at least half of a decade I should know, okay, my property is giving me value for my money. But if I have to wait 10 years, I think that's a lot of time, and I can
Okay,
actually
awesome,
put in another location.
awesome.
So yes.
Okay, so beside this estate, there are like 30 different real estate companies left and right. I don't know if you passed that money is in road, and a number of them are selling above 9 million. The funny thing is that they have the same title document with us. Some of them are not even by the roadside like our property. Some of them 9 million, some 12 million. I know one on that same road that is selling for 20 million, and I'm not exaggerating this. However, this property is just 1.5 million. This tells you that in the near future, the appreciation is certain. There's no way those properties will be selling at that amount that ours will not come up. Then secondly, once we reach, currently we've sold I think 18 acres. We just have 2 more acres to go. So once it's 2 acres, we'll close sale on that, and then the price will go up immediately. So even if you're buying now, you already know you have appreciation on the property in the coming months already.
Good, good.
Does
Let me
that make
come here.
sense?
Let me
Okay,
come.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Please, thank you. Please, let's celebrate them. They did very well. Let's give them
Thank
clap
you,
of
sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Joe, good job, sir. I like the way you
good, good,
convinced me. Good job.
good. All right. So I just want to chip in one or two things. Joe, I mean, you delivered well. I know this is a role play and we are time conscious. I also want to say that when we are selling, we are thinking of our customers more than we are thinking of our product. Why? Because we want to give them what they want, not what we sell. And that is why in real estate we have to have many options. So Mo at this point is not even concerned about how much it costs. Mo wants to buy a property that is close to UI or in the city that he can sell off or maybe start doing business with in the next 5 years. Joe has a property in Monia. So distance is a bit of a challenge, which he was trying to already close the gap using the price to close the gap, which is possible. Get positive and more, go on with the deal. So Joe is to more. So what the drift will be if this was not a sales call that is limited with time is that Joe will start asking, okay, I see that you perhaps want something much more closer to you. What is your budget? So they move from what Joe is interested in selling to what Mo wants to buy. So they are now talking of, okay, where do you want the land to be? Now, Mo already from the conversation is looking like Mo trusted Joe to an extent that is an authority in that space and wants something that befit his own status. Now, most likely Joe could pitch another property to Mo that could be closer to UI, but a little bit much more expensive. Joe will make more profit because he was thinking of how to satisfy the client. And this is where role play, this is where objection comes in. When we are answering objections, we are not just conscious of the answers to give. We are flowing with our clients, knowing what they really want because we want to satisfy them. I just want to chip that in. And I know that Joe really understand that. I need somebody to give me objection on money. That money aspect is what I want somebody to do for me. I need two other people that can help us. Those two people that did previously did very, very well. So let's get two other people. Perhaps you are not even sure, you've not done this before. This is the best time, to come on board and show us what you've got. And we can guide you on how to do it right. Somebody, two people. Anthony, are you ready? All right. Good. Jake, yeah, good. Who is going to Who is going to stand by Jake? Let's do this. Let's do this. So, Jake, what are you the? Do you want to be the real estate agent or the customer?
I can be the customer.
Oh, good.
Jake
Customer.
don't
Who
run
wants to
this
be the real
customer.
estate?
There's a couple Philip.
So, who wants to be the real estate agent? Let's do this. Just try. Okay,
Mr.
Philip.
Mr. Akapu hand is raised.
Good.
I don't know about others.
Let's have you. Please shoot a couple.
Okay, yeah, Akapu Philip. Yeah.
Let's have it.
You can unmute, sir. Mr. Philip, sir, you can unmute.
Wait. My time is counting. Please help me. Mr. Philip. Oh, okay. Mr. Philip left. Okay, Jake, let's do with you. Jake,
Okay.
be the real estate person. Let me be the customer.
Okay. And what objection am I are we
Of
speaking on,
course,
sir?
it's money, it's money.
Okay. Okay.
Shoot.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today? Good evening, Mr. Tammy. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, good evening.
Oh, good evening. My name is Jake. I am a wealth advisor. Basically, I help people acquire strategic real estate investments that can multiply their income within 2 to 5 years and even more as they hold. And I also help people acquire dream homes. I see that you are a family man. I see that you're happily married. I can see your wife. I don't know if you've been able to acquire your dream home.
Okay, not yet, but I'm sure I will do that one day.
Oh, that's great. Why one day? What about this day?
Okay, so tell me about your property. Which option do you have so that I can see if it's within my budget?
Oh, that's amazing. We have several options and several categories ranging from single family homes to multiple family homes in and across Lagos. Now, I don't know if you have a specific location in Lagos that best suits you.
Okay, um, so let's talk about Ibadan because I stay in Ibadan. How about I get something around Akobo? Might not be in the city, but somewhere close to city. Do you have any property around that side?
Oh, that's a great preference. That's a very calm location. Right. So what are you looking at when you say the kind of properties that you're looking at? Are you looking at a single family home? When I mean single family home, I just mean like a two bedrooms that is conducive for you and your startup family, or are you looking for a multiple family home, a huge,
I
huge
prefer a three bedroom
apartment?
to start with. 3 bedroom is okay.
Oh, 3 bedroom. Sure, we can get you that. Now, we do have a number of three beds around this axis that you just mentioned. One of them is ranging, or basically, I'll say the prices are ranging from 50 million to 150 million.
Hey,
I don't know
Jesus,
if
50 million? Oh, please, it's too expensive. It's too expensive.
oh really, sir? I totally understand when you say it's too expensive, but a lot of a lot of the smart family investors, family home investors that we've helped in the past, they basically mention the same thing: it's too expensive. At first, until they got it and they be like, "Wow, I really got the value for my money." Would you be interested in inspecting these locations to see if it's really worth the amount?
Okay, I don't mind. Okay, we
I think
can.
that would be a great step, sir. That would be a great first step. At least see what you're buying before you start, talking about the amount.
Good. Pause. Because of my time. All right. So you saw how the conversation went. Please let's clap for Jake. Let's clap for Jake. That was a good one. That was a good one. If I had the money, I'm bought. I'm sold. I'm sold. So we need to understand that more of what we do in sales is to help. You see, when we understand that we are not just going to sell, we want to help. See the questions he was asking me. He was asking me for what I want. Sometimes customers don't even know what they want. So you guide them. It's like a tour guide. Where do you want the property exactly? Do you have anything in mind? It's possible that the person already had something in mind. So he was guiding me along. Now it got to a point where I said I didn't have the money or it's too expensive. Even at that point, sincerely, I really wanted to see the house. He was not also too persuasive. He was not trying to make sure that, or because we are not sure if I had the money or not. You just want to be sure. And it's possible that after this whole conversation, I didn't still buy. But mind you, after 2, 3 years or after 5 years, when I eventually get the money, I might have to just put the call through to check if he's maintaining his brand presence and say, now I'm ready to make the payment and purchase that land or that dreamland. And the word he said, one word he said stood out for me is a dream home. He said, have I gotten my dream home? And I thought, oh wow, it's true. I should have a dream, even if I was not thinking about it before. Oh, I should have a dream home. Oh. So okay, but I've not. Now he now started guiding me to making that decision. Then I objected the fact that okay, I don't want a property in Lagos, I want in Ibadan. He was able to suggest another one for me in Ibadan so that I can. Then he also followed the rule. As I was objecting, he was acknowledging my objection. Yes, I understand. It is possible. Yes. So the client wants to feel safe talking to you. All right, let me just move. I know my time is up already. I know that my time is up already, but just allow me round off here. Please confirm you can still see my screen. Can anybody help me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have done the two scenario. So I'll round off here. Do not panic. Objections are opportunities. They are opportunities for you to explore. If you follow those steps, prepare stories and testimonials in advance. This is very, very important. Have stories and testimonial. Then also have range of properties to suggest. And when you do not have, you can always get back to them. Don't be under pressure to sell now. If you do not have, promise them you are going to do the work, get the property, then reach out to it. Then before you end the call, make sure you fix another appointment time so that when you call them, they know that you already agreed on that time. Then be calm and do not defend. Do not be defensive. Build trust before sales call. I'm going to close here. Objection handling isn't about being pushy, like I said. It's about three things: being prepared, persuasive, and being human. This is very, very important. You have to be very human. If you are not sure, just tell them, sir, I'm not sure. Can I confirm and get back to you? They want to, once they want to be sure that you are not acting out a script or you are not reading out a script. They want to relate with human and they want to trust you such that they can always reach out to you for help and make you their confidant. I hope this helps. Thank you so much. I will stop here because of time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach Temi. Please, I want to see appreciations. Please, are we still here? If you are here, please drop emojis, drop appreciations, drop acknowledgements for the insight you've got. Just please, if you have questions, you can raise your hand, you can unmute, you can speak. If you cannot speak, if you're in a position where you can't speak, please drop your questions in the chat box. Please drop questions. Let's ask those questions that has been pondering. I will be pondering about. Please drop your questions. Thank you so much, Coach Temi. We really, really, really do appreciate you. So I have a question. If nobody is yet to speak, so my question is, what about for prospects that has shown a signs of resistance? Basically, you have maybe I'm not ready now, or I'll be ready next month, and you reach out around that time and they are not, showing interest, they're not picking up or not responding to your message. How do we go about that? I guess this also pertains to follow up as well.
Yes, good. All right. So for people that you've had conversations with before, then you reached out to them. You reached out to them as agreed. The first thing is to ask if you agreed on the date and time you're going to reach out to them. If you did not agree, then they might feel that you're just trying to follow up. There was no prior. But if you agreed on the date and time, then they also know that they gave you their word. But nonetheless, clients will always behave as clients. They might not pick your call, so you might now have to go back to our follow up rule. You can start with the rule of five. You can do the rule of 10, the rule of 15. You can do the emotional connection with them. So you should already have some details like their birthday, you can do broadcast. So you can start using those follow-up techniques, because what you're literally doing is that you are trying to follow up on previous conversation. But one thing that is very, very important is that before ending any call, any sales call, you have to agree on when next you can reach out to them. Nonetheless, this is not it's not a joker. It works, but sometimes you still call them, they don't pick your call. But what you can do now is now follow the follow-up rule. The next 5 days, you can start reaching out to them consecutively. Then after a while, give more time. Then sometimes they don't even eventually buying from you. But one impression you want to leave with them is that you are consistent and you are reliable. Then over time, just keep sending them value-based content. When they now have your, or maybe when it's possible that they don't have the money, it's possible that they have other things going on in their life. When they are ready, they will reach out to you. But remember, you want to leave an impression with them that you are consistent, you are reliable, they can trust you. With that impression, they might not buy in the next 2 years. It might be after 5 years, they will still reach out to you. That's why real estate is a long-term game. You have to, once you enter, you have to be ready to do it for the long time. Please, sir, can you kindly run through the follow-up technique one last time? Okay, so I think I posted this on my YouTube channel. You can go to my YouTube channel at Coach Temi. That was the session we had yesterday. It's already there. And you can also request for the slides. I can forward it to you because of time. Please, Joe, confirm that I was able to answer your question, or if you need more clarification, I can just touch it.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. That made a lot of sense. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So sorry, quick one. Just to buttress from an experience I had, the points that Coach Kenny shared, even though our time is fast and I'll be quite fast. So there was a client I took to show property with the wife. They came with the Benz. So my mind was like, these people are buying this property. Show them 8 properties that the challenge was the property that they want was above their budget, and the property within their budget was not what they wanted.
Okay.
So eventually, we got one that we could make adjustment, let them increase their budget to now and buy. And so they ghosted me. I followed up with them for consistent, let's say, 4 months, no
Wow.
response. Yes. Just as I said, for the next 5 days, I followed up by saying, "Oh, sir, I didn't hear from you again. When should I expect response? No response."
Good.
Over time, the third day, I had to change to emotional and say,
Good.
"Sir, hope there's no challenge. You don't have any issue. If there's anything, please let me know how I can help." No
Good.
response. So at some point, I left them. I just added them to my WhatsApp broadcast. 4 months later, the man reached out to me that they are ready to get the house.
Wow.
Again, I took them, showed them 5 houses. The same thing happened. They ghosted me again. I
Wow.
did the same process, drive them on WhatsApp broadcast. I say it took 2 years, two
Wow.
years and some months. They were just on my WhatsApp broadcast. That day I sent a broadcast. One of my old clients wanted to sell their property and they showed interest that they wanted to buy. 3 days
Good.
later, they paid for the property.
Wow.
So that was one point that I wanted to portray. But our time is fast, and let's leave the other points. So it
Thank you so
works.
much for that. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Dulu, for sharing. Thank you. So, does anybody have any questions before we call it a wrap? Any questions or additions would be appreciated. Anybody, any questions or additions? We end this day session, day 5.
Hey, quick one for tomorrow, that we know what we are expecting. Tomorrow, I'm excited because this is the most beautiful and smartest woman in the world with Coach Temi. So the wife is coming to take us tomorrow how to build instant rapport, how to get people to like and trust you fast. You do not want to miss it. I know you guys are already looking forward to it already.
Yes.
So yes, I look forward to seeing us. Other things you'll be learning quickly. Let me just rush quick and fast. By the way, these are our lineup of speakers. Just you can take a screenshot so you can go through it because of time. I'm particularly looking forward to the AI and digital domination. That guy is very good and also storytelling. But so far, so good. I'm very grateful to all our speakers that have come and all our moderators, and most especially to each and every one of you for showing up for yourself. We believe that this has been worth your time. So, over to you, Mr. J.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joe. Thank you so much, Coach Jamie, for the wonderful session. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Your time and presence is not taken for granted, and I hope you're also paying attention and getting massive value. So, once again, let's stay tuned. Let's make sure we're showing up every day to gain knowledge, regardless of how long you've got, even though it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or you can make out the whole 45 to 55 minutes of your time. It's going to be worth your while. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. And please, let's repost these sessions. Let's repost it on our status. Let's encourage